I was shocked. I was looking at my phone and I saw all these text messages coming in from all over Texas, back home, here. And the one text message that clued me in on what was going on was said, I just saw on TMZ and I'm so sorry. And I was terrified to look at my phone
Did
because.
you think that she was gone?
Well, when I read that one, I was.
Yeah.
I mean, or I.
That's where my head would have gone too.
It went there, but I thought maybe it was a car accident. Maybe she had. She was in a car accident.
But you didn't know, and I think that's where you were going, Dakota. You didn't know that she was having struggles with opioids at that point.
No.
Because didn't she release her song before that?
Yes,
Sober.
and
Her song "Sober," where she was apologizing to you, basically, right?
yes, and that was such a heartbreaking song.
It was beautiful.
I knew that she wasn't sober, but let me clarify: I didn't know what she was doing. Because she doesn't live with me; she's 26.
Yeah.
So I just knew that she wasn't sober, and that's all I really knew at that time. And so I started getting all these text messages in, and my knees almost went weak. I mean, I could barely stand up. And I was looking at my phone trying to go to TMZ. And before I could get to TMZ, I got the phone call from her assistant. And she said, we're at the hospital. So then I knew, okay, she's not gone.
Yeah.
She's here. And I said, what's going on? And the words that I heard are just a nightmare for any parent. Demi overdosed. And I said, okay, where is she? And she told us. And I hung up the phone, and my oldest just happened to be standing in the room with me. And Dallas said, what happened? And I said, we need to get to the hospital. Demi overdosed. And she said, how bad is it? And I said, I don't know. We don't really know. And I said, but I can't drive. So can you take me? And she said, yeah. So she grabbed her keys. We jumped in the car and went. So I can honestly say I didn't know what an opioid was at that time. I mean, I'd heard it. We've all heard the word, but I didn't know anything about it until I started researching and looking and studying. And it was a rough 2 days.
I can't imagine. What was it like when you walked into that hospital room?
I can't really say that I remember that much. I mean, like, it's kind of
Shock.
I was in shock, I think. But I went into the room, and what you were referencing, Dakota, because I talked about this in a different interview, I finally got to her bedside, and she wasn't good. But I did say to her, I'm here and I love you. And she answered me back, I love you too.
So she was conscious.
At that time, she was. Now, I
Wow.
think when I got the phone call, I'm not really sure.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but because her assistant, Kelsey, said she's conscious, but she's not talking. Well, anybody that knows our family full of girls knows
Yeah.
that wasn't a good sign.
Yeah.
I mean, because we talk a lot. But by the time I got to the hospital, she was able to say, I love you too.
That's good.
And so I just, I felt like because of a million prayers that went up in even the first couple of hours, and especially the first couple of days, and the doctors at Cedars-Sinai, they were incredible. I think a combination of the two is why she's still here today.
Yeah.
So